Alrighty, good morning, everybody. I am a little bit out of it, a little bit okay. So first of all, I'm doing this video a little bit later. It's actually 9:30 as opposed to like 6:30 when I did the video yesterday. So that coughing early in the morning thing is not good. So I'm not going to do my videos earlier in the morning because yeah, but it should. I mean, it's October, which in Australia is like the second month of spring. So hopefully the weather will get warmer and warmer, and when I wake up, I won't have that problem anymore. So basically, yeah, I'm doing all right this morning, I guess. I've been having food trouble, dietary problems. It's been up and down, it's been left and right, blah, blah, blah. So, anyway, I'll start from the start. Yesterday, basically, I said, screw it, all my meals are crap at this point. They've been undercooked or whatever. Not going to eat any more of them. Excuse me, just to be on the safe side. And so I got some takeout, which is usually very inadvisable, but I got it from a new place. I thought it might be okay. It was fast food. And when I say fast food, I don't mean I went to McDonald's. I mean I went to a proper restaurant, Uber Eats, got something, ate it, and it made me feel tired. So there's obviously, if you home cook stuff, if you buy the meat, if you buy the frozen veggies and stuff and you make it yourself, then it's fine. But if you go out to a restaurant, some restaurants they make you tired. The food makes you tired. I don't know exactly why. If there's something special they're putting in the food, maybe there's just a lot of sugar in it or something. I have no idea exactly what the breakdown is, but I do know that you go out to some restaurants and they make you tired and some they don't. And I live out in an area where it's not like in the middle of the city where everything's fancy and everything's healthy. I live out in the suburbs and there's a lot of pizza places and chicken joints around the place. So even the restaurants are not that great. I mean, yeah. So had that, got quite a bit tired, but being tired is better than being crook. I mean, IBS sucks. It sucks a lot worse. And I'm used to being tired. So I'd rather be sleepy, than, being sick. Any day of the week, I'd rather be sleepy than sick. I'd rather be neither, but that's what you got to work with. So I got my last meal in the microwave. Yeah, in the microwave. It might make me crook. I'm not 100% sure, but that's done. I went out shopping. You can see some of the bags in the kitchen this morning, and I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I've talked about my computer usage, which is a bit over the top, and it does tire me out. So I've got to work on that. That's step number 2. Step number 1 is going to be diet, is going to be food. Now, I did say that, I wasn't going to worry about anything in the first week, wasn't going to really deal with anything. And for the computer, that's probably fair. I'm not going to deal with the computer this week. I'm just going to do whatever the hell I want to do. But the diet, I'm going to start working on because I don't want to get sick anymore, okay? So I'm not going to just do whatever the hell I want for the first week and then get crook like every day. No, screw that. So I am going to be dealing with the food situation this week, and my aim is 2.5 meals a day. I don't need 3 meals a day. I probably make myself eat 3 meals a day if I really wanted to, but 2 meals is not enough. I wake up the next morning and I feel crook. And if you've ever not had enough to eat and you go to bed hungry, you wake up, you may feel crook from not enough food. So 2.5 meals a day. I'm going to keep going with the tacos, the mincemeat, a little bit of cheese. I got smaller cheese packets, like 1 week's worth of cheese. So there's not going to be cheese going off after a couple of weeks, even though it's not supposed to. Like I go on Google and it says, cheese will last like 6 weeks as long as you keep it in the fridge and seal it every time. I'm like, no. Obviously, that's for normal people. For chronic fatigue people or IBS people, I'm not going to go above a week. I'm going to get small packets, and if there's any left at the end of the week, I'm just going to chuck it. So there we go. So I've got to keep doing that. Mince, I think I left it out in the fridge for too long, to be honest. It was in the fridge for a day, defrosting, a day and a half, something like that. So I'm going to try and reduce that to a day maximum. They say 2-3 days in the fridge after it's defrosted, the meat's fine, but you can't trust that stuff. when you got CFS and IBS. You just can't. You got to make up your own rules. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. And then I had an absolutely masterful brainwave when it comes to cooking meat, because I used to eat a ton of sandwiches like cheese, meat, margarine, bread. And I would eat that like 6 slices of bread every single day for lunch. It was fantastic. Then I found out bread made me sleepy because of MTHFR. So I was like, oh crap. But the sandwich meat, I'm like, why can't I still eat that? And the answer is, there's no reason why I can't still eat that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy a bunch of sandwich meat. I'm going to put it in with the sweet potato and the vegetables as a meal. So I got like half a kilo for 4 meals. Just going to see how that goes this week. Now, it's probably a little bit more unhealthy than buying meat at the butcher and cooking it yourself, like deli meat. But, you know, that basically my priorities are: number 1, don't get sick. Number 2, don't get tired. Number 3, don't get fat. Okay, no, getting fat is at a very low level. Like, I'm overweight at the moment. I was supposed to be like 75. I'm like 95. Whatever, who cares? Low priority. So anyway, so I got the deli meat, got to chuck that in. I've got a couple of things like drumsticks and chicken skewers. I still bought them. I'm going to cook them properly this time. Absolutely make sure that they're cooked properly. And yeah, other than that, I'm going to see how that goes. I want to get those 2.5 meals locked in, absolutely locked in for a full week's worth of meals. So I don't have to get takeaway, so I don't have any emergency situations where I'm like, oh, I'm out of food, I better get Uber Eats, because that makes me tired. And yeah, don't want that. So I want to get rid of the sick, get rid of the tired, and yeah. So that'll be pretty much it. And I do have a bunch of snacks. I got my nacho chips here. You'll notice corn. Okay, so if you do have MTHFR, you cannot eat bread and stuff. Corn is fine. The tacos are the same. They got corn in them. So that's an alternative. If you can't eat bread, you eat corn. You can get chips in corn. You can get tacos in corn. You can't get a lot of stuff like, I wanted to get the wraps, like the, the taco wraps. I can't remember what they call it, like kebabs and stuff like that. You can't get there with corn because it's stiff. You can't wrap it around anything. It's not bendy. It snaps really easily. But, you deal with what you have. I also have a lot trying to get into meat snacks. So you can see this thing right here. This is called a Twiggy stick. And it's basically just meat. Might have some other stuff as well, but I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's like maybe the same stuff they make sausage out of, whatever. It doesn't make me crook. Sausages sometimes make me crook because they're just plain unhealthy. These are not too bad. I don't think you can hear that. Anyway, so that's fine. So just going to work on my diet this week. That's absolutely it. That's all I'm going to do. And yeah, see how I go. See how the deli meats go. If they start making me crook, because I know deli meat, when I used to make sandwiches, you keep the meat in the fridge. After 3 or 4 days, it starts to go off. You have like ham, it starts to get slimy. And if ham is slimy, it's going to make you crook. But I figure I'm cooking meals that I'm putting in the freezer. So if the ham's in the freezer, it should be fine. And yeah, pretty much that's pretty much what I've been doing. So I've gone shopping. I would have cooked a meal this morning as soon as I got back and avoided having to cook the chicken skewers from last week because they might be crap, but I just don't have the energy. You can't go out, do the shopping, come home and start cooking straight away. Okay, that's just not possible for somebody with chronic fatigue, at least at my level. It's just too much work. You got to get back and you got to relax. Okay, you push yourself, you will get exhausted and you will get sick. Okay, when your body does too much, okay, you just start to wear down, your body can't keep up with it, and then you will get sick. Absolutely. That's another topic for another day, but do not do too much. I need to focus, at least one video we need to focus on reducing activity, planning stuff out, making sure you don't exhaust yourself just doing the everyday things. And yeah, so that's basically it. I'm going to eat my Twiggy stick and I'm going to check out the food and see. I mean, if it makes me crook, it makes me crook. I don't really have a choice. I'm not going to cook until later this afternoon. and I'm not going to get takeaway this morning because I got that yesterday and it made me tired. I know I prefer to be tired over sick, but you know, maybe I'll get lucky. We'll see how we go. Or I might just, if it starts to look a bit funny, then I might just chuck it. But we'll see how we go. So anyway, that's the video today. This video, I dropped the quality down to standard as well. So I've been talking all this time, it's only 500 meg as opposed to the 2 gig that it was yesterday. And it bloody failed to upload twice. So you restart it. And restarting it doesn't start from scratch. It starts from where it cut out, but all that time cut out means it doesn't get uploaded at the time that I wanted it to. So anyway, I've cut the quality down. It's now 1/4 of the size that it used to be. So this video should be excellent. And I'll test out the quality, but the webcam's not that great, so I don't think it's really going to matter what the quality of the final video is. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. And yeah, I will keep you guys up to date with how the deli meat situation works out, because I'm interested in as to how that's going to make me sick, if it's going to make me sick, if it's going to make me tired, if it's going to fill me up at all, is it going to be enough meat? It's going to be more unhealthy than cooking myself, I know that, but whatever, you know, that's just how it is. We'll see how it goes. And oh, I do have some other stuff as well. Be going into this later, but got myself some puzzle books. I've actually had these for ages. These are going to be part of the plan to reduce computer use. So not going to really worry about it this week, but if I feel like doing them, then I'm going to see how far I can get into things that don't involve the computer, because I really want to concentrate on those and try and find something that actually gets me engaged more than computer. I don't think I'm going to find anything, but you play like 2 hours of computer and then you sit back and it's like, all right, I should stop now. I'm bored. I'm going to go play more computer. That point where you're bored, but you've just finished playing the computer, is where you need something like a jigsaw puzzle, a book, a puzzle book, even a movie, because a movie you're further away from the screen, so it tires you out less. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking now because I've been talking for quite a while. So thank you very much for watching. I will be back tomorrow, and yeah, have a good one.